Hi beautiful people of the internet, it's me, Caitlin Marie. I know what you're thinking.
Girl, it's Wednesday. You upload on Monday. Why is this video so late?
Let me explain. So, where I live, it has been raining for the past week and a half. And I got really busy last week, so I couldn't film at all last week. I had a paper due on Friday, and I was trying to get that done. And then on Monday, I was going to film right before I went to class, and then I was going to go to class and then come edit and get it up on Monday. But it was raining super duper bad Monday morning. It was completely dark outside, and the lighting was just... it was not good. I tried doing like different angles and everything, but just literally nothing would work. So I was like, you know what? I'll just film it tomorrow and get it up tomorrow. So Tuesday comes along and I had a lab, and I told myself that I was going to film after my lab. So I went to my lab and I come back to my car and I realized I had locked my keys inside my car. I feel like I kind of want to take this off because it's hot. Okay, here we go. So I realized that I locked my keys inside of my car. So I had to call my dad, who was at work, and I was like, hey, your girl's dumb and locked her keys inside of her car. Like, what do I do? So he told me not to call like a locksmith or anything like that because they would charge me a whole buttload. So he was like, just give me a second, I'll come down and I'll help you. But he was at work at the time and his work is like 40 minutes away. So I was like, hold on, let me call my boyfriend and maybe he can help me. So my boyfriend comes, he grabs a hanger, and we're standing outside for literally, I think it was an hour and 20 minutes with this hanger, just trying to get like my door unlocked. And so we just finally give up. We're like, it's just not gonna work. Like, my door is just really weird. So we give up. I call a locksmith that was near us, and they said it would be like $50 to unlock my car, and they were like 5-10 minutes away. So I was like, okay, you know what, that's okay, it's $50, whatever. Like, yes, I'm broke, but I kind of need my car. So we just got the locksmith and I went home, and then I had to get ready for work. So it's like, cool, guess I'm not uploading today either. So I went to work, and then I was actually on my way home and I got a flat tire. So it's like, awesome. So I called my dad yet again, and I was like, hey, Dad, I got a flat tire. I don't know how to change it. Can you come help me? And mind you, this is like 10:30 at night, and I work like 25 minutes away from my house. So my dad had to drive 25 minutes up to come get me, change my tire, and then I finally went home, and I was exhausted from this day. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna eat dinner, go to bed, we'll film tomorrow. So here I am today trying to film this video. It stopped raining, so that's a plus. It's a little bit dark outside, so the lighting might be a little bit messed up, but we'll see how this goes. Hopefully this will be okay. So let's just get right on into the video. My bra strap's like, hey. So today's video is going to be a story time because I'm doing story times every other week. I definitely had a story time planned for y'all in my head, like I knew what I was doing ahead of time, but this past week has been super duper crazy and just a lot with my car has happened. So I thought it would be best suitable to do a story time of all of the times my old car has broken down on me. My old car was a 2003 Mazda, so it was kind of old. It always had issues and everything, and I was always putting money into fixing it. I think like every 2 months I had to fix something on it, which stressed me out to the max and drained my bank account all of the time. So yeah, today I'm going to be telling you 2 out of like the 30 stories of my car breaking down. So the first story time is the first ever time that my car actually like broke down, and I was on like the side of the road just waiting for my dad yet again to come help me. This was, I think, a week after spring break. I took my car up to Galveston, which is, I think, like 4.5 hours away from me. So for spring break, me and 2 friends went up to Galveston, and a week later, my car started making like really weird noises. And I didn't really think much of it because like my car was old, it always makes noises. So I was just like, you know what, it's probably just nothing. I did end up thinking it was like my brakes though, because I had issues with my brakes in the past when I fixed it, and then it happened again. So I was like, you know what, it's probably just my brakes, because the noise kind of sounded the same. So I told my dad, and he was like, yeah, I'll look at it, we'll take a look, and we'll see, you know, what I think. And he took a look at it, and he drove it around for a little bit, and he was like, I don't think it's your brakes, because they seem to be working okay, and it doesn't make the noise when you're braking. So I was like, okay, that's weird, but sure. So he told me it was okay to drive, we'll check it out in like a week or so. If it's still making noise, we'll take it into like a shop or something, and we'll get it looked at. So, and then like a week goes by, I'm still driving it, it's still making weird noises, and they're super duper loud too. Like one time when I was going into work, my manager was outside of our restaurant, and I was like pulling into the restaurant, and then when I walked into the restaurant, he came up to me and he was like, is that your car that's making that noise? And I was like, yeah. I didn't really think anything of it. So I kept driving it, and I had a second job at the time. I worked with 2 of my friends at this second job, and one of my friends was running into work with me that day, and my car was just so bad. Like the noise was really loud. I think my car was kind of shaking a little bit, and my steering wheel was shaking, and it was just really hard to turn my steering wheel. And even my friend noticed it. She was like, is that okay? Like, I don't really feel safe in this car, you know? Like, just like, I don't feel safe. I was like, yeah, I don't feel safe driving it either, but hopefully we'll be okay. So I pull into work, and my other friend is like walking into work, and she hears my car, of course, because it's loud, and then we get in, and she was like, you need to get that checked out. Like, it does not sound good at all. I was like, yeah, I know. So when all 3 of us got off work, I went up to my other friend, and I was like, hey, do you mind following me home, so that like if anything happens, you're here with me, and if I need to pull over, like I'm not by myself or anything. So we pull out of the parking lot, and I kid you not, literally not even 30 seconds later, I called my friend, and I was like, yo, like I can't drive this. Like I don't even think it's drivable. Like I need to pull over. So we pulled over, and she called her dad because he works on cars. So she called her dad and told him what was going on, like what was happening and everything. He was like, okay, I'll be there in a few minutes and we'll look at it. So while we were waiting for her dad, a cop pulls up behind us because, you know, he sees 2 teenage girls sitting on the side of the road, and guess he wanted to help or something. I don't know. So he pulls up behind us, and he's like, what's the deal? What's going on? And my friend tells the cop, like, her car's messing up. It's really bad. We just want to get on the side of the road. My dad's coming, so we'll be okay. So the cop looks at my car, and he's just, like, looking in it and everything. And he says something that, at the time, oh my god, this pissed me off so much, and it still does. So he's looking at my car and everything, and he looks at my tires, and he's like taking a flashlight to him and everything, and he told me my tires were weared out or something. I don't even know. I don't remember. But he was like
could give you a ticket for that, but I'm not going to.
I don't know. He said something like that. And I was just thinking in my head, I was like, really? You know my car's having issues. It obviously looks old. We're two teenage girls who know absolutely nothing about cars. And you're gonna sit here and tell me that you could give me a ticket for my tires? Like, have a little bit of sympathy. Ugh. Until her dad got there, and then her dad started checking out my car and everything. And he's like, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start driving it and we'll see what happens. So he gets 10 seconds down the road and he stops the car and he comes up to me. He's like, yeah, it's not drivable at all. He basically tells me that if I kept driving home, it literally, like, my wheel would have popped off. I was like, that's great, but we still don't even know what's wrong with it. And so he has a trailer that's connected to his truck, and somehow we get my car onto his trailer and we take my car to his little workshop thing, and then they take me home. So the next day I had a field trip for class or something, so I went there, and then they looked at my car and they basically told me that my wheel had like broken parts to it, and that was what was making the noise. Like there was metal churning and something, I don't even remember, but like basically my wheel, there was parts in it that was broken. He told me that I was gonna have to get like a whole new set of parts for that wheel. He didn't know how to do that because he doesn't know like a whole lot. But so we ended up hauling it to an actual shop, and they told me that it took a little while to find the parts because it's an old car and they had to find it from a junkyard. And they had to grab me 2 new tires. So basically I had to get 2 new tires. They had to fix my, I think it was my left front wheel, like all of those parts and everything. And then they told me how much it was gonna be, and my heart sank to my stomach. All of that to fix was $900. $900, just let that sink in, $900. So immediately I start freaking out because I'm a broke college student and I don't have $900 to fix my car. I think I had like a little over $200 at the time. So what they told me that I could do was I could pay the $200 and then just apply for a credit card for this company, and they could put the other $700 on that credit card. So I did that, they fixed my car, and then I think a month after that something else was broken, we had to fix that. So yeah. Basically, moral of the story is I have had such good luck with cars. I love cars so much. They're freaking amazing. I love them. Pray for me in the comments. I need it because cars hate me. Let me know in the comments down below if you have had any issues with cars breaking down or whatever. Thank y'all so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you more than you will ever know. Make sure to give this video a like if you liked it. Also, 1 like for 1 pray for me. Thanks. Make sure to subscribe and don't forget to hit that bell so you never miss when I post. And I'll see you guys actually next Monday. Bye guys.